I am going to be starting a new project. It's currently New Year's Eve, and if you watched my last video, then you know that I have goals for 2025 involving me being way more consistent with my fiber arts journey. So I thought to get me off on the right foot and just like motivate me for the rest of the year and for projects, I would start with a pattern that I just am really, really excited to make and that I really, really love, but I never made before. It is literally the thing that made me want to learn how to knit. So I don't know why I haven't freaking done it. It just gives me like cool girl vibes. Like imagine with a pair of sunglasses, the balaclava, the little frills. Iconic, okay? The other thing that makes me really excited about this is I get to finally work with mohair. I'm using the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair. It seems that a lot of people are sensitive to mohair, so hopefully I am not one of those people. I hope not, because then I won't be able to wear it, but I guess we'll find that out too. But I'm excited to work with mohair. I've never done it before, and it seems like, I don't know, there's like a whole group of people that love it and a whole group of people that it's not for them, but I like a little halo. I like a little fluffiness and delicacy. I don't know if that's the right word, but I feel like I'll like mohair. So hopefully I just don't react to it badly. This color is unicorn purple and it's so pretty and my nails do match the vibe. Enough with the gapping. I'm going to stop running my mouth and start knitting. So let's do this. Very excited. Okay.
So abrupt, the way I am reminded of us. I found our stuff, old Polaroids of times behind us. I can't get you out of my head. Went on a date. Thought I'd get my mind off of you. We stayed up late. She got herself a glass of Pinot Noir, the same kind that you always saved up for.
I only did like 5 rows, so this is what it's looking like. Not very much at all. But I need to head out, so we're gonna take this on the road. I'm going to use this little bag I got in Japan, which I still don't fully know what it is. I think maybe it's a lunchbox I got at a restaurant. But yeah, it's going to come in handy today for this yarn. I already foresee that I'm knitting with 4 balls being a problem, but we're going to roll with it.
I have a trust back dedicated just for you. Throughout all your things I said I'd never lose. Still I find a sign reminding me of you. And I stay up countless nights just trying to forget.
Little update on the balaclava. Not much has happened because I didn't get a lot done. But it's in this tote bag now because the last bag I was using for it, way too small. This is much, much better. Also, I've realized that this thing frays, or is that the right word? Not frays. It sheds. It sheds to no end. So if I'm going to be knitting in a public place or inside of my car parked, it'd probably be nice to like keep it a little bit contained in a bag. I don't know. I ended up having to go to the craft store and buy smaller length needles because I don't know. The pattern said that you should use a shorter length needle size, but I was like, it's done not in the round, so I don't see why you would need to. But you're doing this kind of U shape, and so having a longer cord is really annoying, kind of impossible. I had to pick up stitches, and I absolutely hate picking up stitches. In this fluffy yarn, it was a little hard to see them, but I did it. This looks like it's not going to work out. It doesn't look right for some reason to me, but I'm just going to trust it and hope that this turns into a beautiful balaclava. But yeah, I just have to keep going with this until it gets to the length I would like and then connect it in the round, which did ask me to change to different needles that I also don't have those needles. I think I might have some DPNs that are for socks that are that size though. but I don't really want to use DPNs, but I also don't really want to buy another needle. Also, when I was at the craft store to get these ones, I looked for those ones and they didn't even have them. So hopefully I can get some knitting time in though, because I really want to see how the progression of the balaclava goes, so I can see if it in fact will start looking like a balaclava, because right now is not what I was expecting.
Someone else's bed, but I can never seem to get you out my head. I walked by the cafe that you always go to. Don't know why, was hoping that I'd maybe bump into you and your friends, and we could pretend this is the first time. And if I'm being honest, I thought I'd really lost it, 'cause I save all these stories, these love songs, the things I never said to you before. I have a trash bag dedicated just for you.
It's actually forming into what it's supposed to be. I was a bit concerned there for a moment. I would try this on for you, but I truly can't be bothered. When I block it, it should grow a little bit. So I kind of took that into account when I was figuring out the length. Basically, before I connected it down here, I like tried it on, and it reached like below my jawline. And so I thought that was good. I did a few more rows than the pattern required or suggested, but I didn't want to do it too much because I don't want it to be like way too big once I block. So I'm so excited. And it's actually kind of cold out, so I can perhaps wear this before the season's over. I live in an area that is not cold at all ever. So most of these projects I'm making are for like future times when I'm on vacation or I don't live here anymore. Also, I wanted to share some yarn that I have because I sat down and recorded this whole video sharing all of my yarn and my plans for this year and what I want to make with the yarn. And I totally forgot about an entire bag, but I could not be bothered to sit down again and film that so that I could add it into the video. So I'm going to show it to you right now because I was like, oh my God, I can't just like not show it at all. It's nothing serious, but let me show you. Okay, this is it. It's in this little watermelon bagoo bag. It is a bunch of the Feels Like Bliss yarn, and it truly does feel like bliss. It's very soft. It's I think 100% nylon. Is it? Yep. And I have a bunch of different colors, like yellow and a blue and a like orangey color and gray and like a periwinkle sky blue. I don't know. White, a darker gray because they didn't have a black. And I got it because I wanted to use it for amigurumi because I saw a video where someone used it to make like a little chick or something, and it looked so cute. It looks so fluffy, and I want to do that. So I got a bunch of it. I tried to crochet with this like polyester yarn, and granted, it was not a very high quality yarn, so that could be part of the problem. But it frayed like crazy. It just would unravel and I didn't know how to stop it. Like I tried using fray edge. I tried burning the edges with a lighter and it would ultimately just come apart and start fraying again. I didn't try fabric glue, so maybe that's a way to go. But that being said, I am a little stressed that this is going to have the same problem. Like it's not nearly as bad, but look at that. Like that's not good. I don't want that happening. So if anybody has any tips or has worked with this yarn or has worked with similar yarns, let me know what I should do. I'm not planning to make these things for a little bit, at least like a couple more months because I have other things I want to work on. But I thought I'd share this so that by the time I do make it, I'll have a game plan because stressing me out just a little bit, just a tiny bit. So yeah, that's my dilemma. And also just wanted to share the yarn because it's really soft and pretty. And so I do recommend it if there is a really good solution to the like unraveling.
Still I find a sign reminding me of you. And I stay up countless nights just trying to forget, lying back to back in someone else's bed, but I can never seem to get you out my head.
I'm really hungry and it's past noon and I still haven't eaten anything, and I do have some spring lettuce mix and cucumber, so I could make a very lackluster salad, but you know what would spice it up? This box of Dolly Parton cornbread I had laying in my pantry. So the goal for today is to completely finish the balaclava, which is totally doable because it's still early in the day and all I have left to do is the ruffles and also blocking, obviously. The ruffles seem like it'll be pretty straightforward, just like a few rows around the collar and like the face hole. Also, since connecting the like bottom pieces where the neck is, I have not tried it on, so hopefully it fits. I'm thinking blocking is really gonna do its magic. Also, every time I work on a project, it looks very small when it's on the needles, and then somehow it always comes together. So again, we're trusting the process. Cornbread is in the oven, so let me actually physically show you where I'm at with the balaclava, which yes, I did in fact change my project bag for the third time. I don't know why I never thought to put it in a nylon bag. Like, this is kind of brilliant of me. It's much more slick than cotton, and so the yarn just kind of spins around in there, you know, while I'm working. It's genius. Anyway, so here it is. I've been kind of walking around with it on my hand like this. It feels very comforting and nice. But there's something about adding ribbing that just makes the whole thing come together. So beautiful. Side by side. See, this looks like the size of my head. I think I'll be fine. But yeah, just adding the little ruffles and then it's done. But honestly, at this point, it's a balaclava already. We're just adding some fun to it, you know? I also think I'm gonna have like quite a bit of yarn left over because there's 4 of these. Maybe I'll make a scrunchie as well. So I've got my salad here, but more importantly, I have my Dolly Parton cornbread, and I figured I'd do a little taste test on camera to see if it actually tastes good. I haven't had cornbread in so long. Oh my god. This is everything I needed. Not gonna lie, I entirely bought this because the box was pink and it had Dolly Parton on it, but I think this might actually be a little bit better than Jiffy. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna knit this balaclava now. After I eat this cornbread though, priorities, you know? So clearly I'm wearing it, so you can see what the finished product looks like. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't absolutely love it. It wasn't totally what I was envisioning, but you know, that's what happens when you trust the process too hard instead of just trying on the freaking balaclava to see if it fits how you want it to. So if I were to change this, which I'm still unsure if I want to actually change it, or maybe I'll keep it the way it looks, because it is kind of growing on me, even though it wasn't what I wanted. But anyway, if I were to change it, I would definitely, before joining it in the round here at the neck, I would add more rows so that it sits a little bit lower, because I feel like now it's like right under my chin and I kind of want it to be like more loose fitting there. And I also want the neck to be not as tight. Like right now it's flush against my neck and I would like it to sit looser. So yeah, I would do several rows before joining. And then when I joined, I would cast on more stitches so that this is a bit wider. And I think just doing those two things would totally make this fit exactly how I want. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll probably think about it more once it gets cold again because it's not cold right now. And also it is pretty itchy on my neck. Like I'm really struggling to not just like scratch because it's so itchy, but it's also really hot. It's not really hot, but it's not cold out and it's not cold inside my room. So anytime I'm wearing anything around my neck when it's warm, I don't like it and it does irritate my skin. So that could be compounding the itchiness. I will say I blocked it twice because before blocking, oh my God, I thought I was going to suffocate. This was so tight. And then I blocked it one time and this pretty much fit the exact same way it does now. But the hood part like was wanting to sit back here and I don't know, it just wasn't right. And now I feel like it just naturally sits perfectly how I'd want. And I feel like it covers the ears nice. Like I will say this whole situation, love it. Makes my ears feel really warm. Not that I want them to be warm at this moment, but when it's cold and I want my ears warm, I think this is going to be great. And yeah, it just sits a lot better after the second blocking. So I don't have to change anything about the hood part. It's just this. So the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to end up unraveling this and fixing it. But for now, we'll leave it. That'll be I want to itch. Stop it. I really had a lot of fun casting off. I don't know what I was expecting, but I thought when doing the ruffle part that I would just see the ruffles as I was knitting it, which when I think about it, doesn't make any sense. Why would I think that that would be the case? But anyway, you don't actually see any of the ruffling while it's on the needles. You see it when you cast off because there's tension with it being on the needles, whatever. But yeah, that was really fun casting off and seeing it go like, whoop. I'm a little terrified that I'm going to want to put ruffles on every single thing I make now. But I will use self-control and not do that. I mentioned it earlier, but I did decide to make a matching scrunchie. It was very simple, finished it in a day. I just did regular knitting in the round and joined it with Kitchener stitch. And then I did like a little crochet border, very much winged it, did not plan it out. And then I decided last minute to make these I-cords and then tie them in bows around. I don't know if that looks really dumb or really cute. I can't decide. It's not permanent. Like I just like tied it. So you could totally take it off and just have this. But yeah, it's so cute. It makes me want to mess around with making scrunchies and trying to make like creative looking cute scrunchies. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Not much to say. It's a scrunchie. You'll have to let me know what you think of the look of it being like more form-fitting. Because honestly, the more I look at it in the camera, I'm kind of thinking like, is this actually cute? Should I just leave it? I don't know. Like I can always make another balaclava with a different style and make that one more baggy and have this one be not baggy. I don't know. Maybe I'd like this more too with my hair straight. But let me know. What do you think? Are we liking it? Is it cute? I also think if I do keep it form-fitting like this, it'd be like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really matter either way, but you could totally just like layer a scarf with it. This is really cute too. Decisions. I might just leave it. All right, so I guess that's that with this video. I did already start editing, and I will say I think my storytelling needs a little bit of work. So if you stuck through with me up until this point, thank you. Oh my God, you're amazing. And I will get better. I'm getting used to this whole YouTube thing, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm definitely going to keep doing it. It's fun. But yeah, I am going to be making another project, and I'm going to document it. So I'll see you next week or something. But that's it. I still don't know how to end these. Oh, that's another thing. I constantly like nervous laugh and I try and cut them out, but sometimes it's just hard to cut them out. So it's constant like each clip ends with me laughing. It's really annoying. I laugh constantly, and I don't even know if I don't know. It's part that I think I'm funny. See, look, clear example. But also part I am like not super comfortable in front of the camera or like talking in general to people. I'm not a very social person. So I think I'm just uncomfortable and nervous, and so I laugh. But yes, hope it wasn't too off-putting watching me on camera. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this whole documenting of my fiber arts journey. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and I hope somebody out there likes it. Yeah. Okay. I'm so bad at ending these. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you next week for sure. Okay. Bye. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's so itchy. Ugh.